Stop being a punk. What do I mean by that? And why did I title this presentation and this live in that manner? Let's be real. I've been a punk at times. I'm sure many of you watching this have been punks at times, or you're a punk right now. What I mean by punk is you're being stubborn, you're being hard-headed, and you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Let's be real. Right now, a lot of people are behind business and in personal matters and in their lives because they're being punks. We complain, we bitch, we moan, we point the finger, we lack personal responsibility, we have the inability to humble ourselves, we will not ask for help, we won't get help, we won't take the necessary steps in these areas to improve or achieve what it is that we want to achieve. And we have nobody to blame but ourselves. Sure, the world, we can say, is burning around us and it's in shambles. But again, the external stuff is always going to be dynamic in the sense that there's going to be good times and bad times and everything in between. All we can control is our state of mind and how we choose to show up every single day. That's what a real one does, not a punk. And I think the last couple of years, especially, probably post 2020, people have slowly slipped back into lack of personal responsibility, pointing the finger, and basically being victims. And I don't like to see that. I just finished up a powerful lecture for my coaching program, and it was 100% dedicated on mindset, internal processes, inner game, because that's ultimately what's going to carry us and the real substance that people need. Everybody knows what to do in all the areas: working out, eating, business, sales, real estate, doesn't matter. All that information has been out forever. What's stopping people from actually executing, though? That's the key. It's themselves. It's the person staring back at them in the mirror. And I really urge people to start getting back to basic fundamental things that are going to help them start to take action and get things going. You're only going to pull yourself out of a rut by doing it yourself. The calls aren't going to make themselves. The doors aren't going to knock themselves. You got to follow up with your leads, right? All the basic stuff that we do in our businesses and all the basic stuff we do in our lives, like going to sleep on time, waking up good, eating good. Why is that so difficult for people? We've fallen habitually into such a bad and negative pattern that we're unable to even do the basic things. And this is why many of you need to get the right people in your corner to help you. But I really invite you, and I'm going to give you an exercise. I gave this to my students tonight. For a day, take a notepad and pen, and I want you to start jotting down your internal dialogue, your self-talk. And I want you to do this for a day. Don't do it on your phone. Get a notepad and pen. And you may not be aware 24/7, right, in your waking hours, but when you are, you have a thought, right? You think something, write it down. And I want you to, at the end of the day, read everything that you wrote. And right there, that's going to give you an indication as to why you feel the way that you feel, and your state of mind is where it's at. There's your proof. And many of us have to have the ability to start putting pen to paper and documenting all these things to really start to see who we are internally. That way you now have something to measure. And then if you want to change it, you can start making the changes that you want to make. Otherwise, everything is a thought, an idea, a maybe, us daydreaming, and nothing ever gets done. So I invite you to do that exercise. And I know most people won't do it. They'll listen to it and say, oh yeah, that's cool. But they're not going to do it, unfortunately. And it's sad. But if you do that, it's going to open up your eyes, guaranteed, big time, right? And ask yourself right now, as we continue, what's the number one thing right now that's holding you back? Not something externally. I'm talking internally. Is it the level of belief that you have in yourself? You don't think you can achieve your goals? You're just not feeling really fired up about your career or your life circumstance? What is it? Because once that's identified, now you can do something about it. But see, a lot of these things require one to be brutally honest with themselves. And I think as time has gone on and, social media has taken over, a lot of people either don't have figures in their life to help them with that, or they themselves just have the inability to really be brutally honest with themselves. Like, hey, I haven't been putting in the work. Hey, I've slacked off here. Hey, I've been eating like crap. I'm not going to sleep on time. I'm hanging out with the wrong people. Until that changes, nothing changes. And I get it, right? All this stuff is boring. Nobody wants to listen to this shit. And, oh, yeah, I already know that and blah, blah, blah. But the reality is the boring stuff is what's going to help you win. It's not going to get you the Instagram moment or the popularity, but it's going to put food on the table, money in the bank, and put a smile on your face. Isn't that ultimately what's most important? Have we lost sight of why we do what we do? Or are we just going to continuously live in a perpetual state of seeking validation from strangers and people who don't give a damn about us? Now, moving forward, right? This is just a quick little live that I'm doing. Moving forward, I'm going to bring it back to where I was before. I'm going to drop the link for people to join, and we're going to start having conversations because this is where it needs to go. That way we can tackle these issues head on live with people, have the discussion, and get to the root of these issues. So people can see what this is about. Genuine and true transformation. Showing up when you need to show up and grabbing the reins, like you grab the reins on a horse, grabbing the reins of life, taking back control and moving with purpose and conviction, which is what a lot of people lack nowadays. They truly do. When's the last time you felt that? Truly in control and a master of your own destiny? Maybe never, maybe a week ago, maybe a month ago, I don't know. But you got to ask yourself, what would it be like to be in control most of the time and really have that understanding and feeling? What could that do for you? Interesting thought, right? Cool. So as we wrap up, I'll keep this one short and sweet. I'm doing a follow-up workshop tomorrow. All you salespeople that follow me, I'm going to drop the link. You can also message me if you need it. Team BC is open for recruitment nationwide, my nationwide real estate team. We've been adding a ton of people. We recently launched an investment division as well. So I'm seeking talent nationwide. If you're interested, you can check out the description and set up a call with me directly. I also am still taking coaching clients, right? If you're interested, I have my Distinguished Agent program and another one that's available on my website. Other than that, if you guys need anything else, reach out to me, drop a comment, chat with me, and we'll see how I can help. All right. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.